So free membership websites, these sites can be very valuable for your business because not only are you providing the content on your normal website, but you're actually adding a level of what we'll call premium content that is only accessible if they sign up for this membership site. And these can really help separate you from your competition. It can make a big difference if you have a very saturated market. One of the big things you could offer is a free membership to your customers if they purchase from you that has various things such as training and coupons and discounts and things um, that can really help separate you from your competition. And this also captures unique information about your audience that you may not be able to get on just a lead generation form. So if you're just, say, giving away a white paper for a username or for a name and email, you're probably not going to be able to ask for their address and their phone number and things like that right on lead capture. But for a membership level, people kind of understand, okay, I need to give a little bit more information to make sure that it's more of a value situation there where they say, oh, I'm getting a lot of value, so I don't have a problem giving away a phone number maybe. And that way, even if you don't say sell to that customer, you say, well, we do have a free membership program. You can become part of it today. It's free of charge. And later down the road, you capture more information from them. You may be able to send them something to get them as a customer or give them a call, something like that. But you can capture that information with a membership type site. And you can also upsell from free memberships to paid memberships. So if you have a free level of a membership, and you've probably experienced this where you've joined a site at a free level and they say, well, we do have a premium level and only a small percentage may upgrade, but it's enough to help supplement some of your costs. And you can do that yourself with these membership sites. And it's also an awesome way to generate an email list. And for internet marketing, at least, email is still a very strong method to reach out to people. If you have a good rapport with your audience, you can expect anywhere from, a 15 to 60% open rate on an email, where maybe a tweet is only seen by, a handful of people, or a Facebook status by another handful of people. You can expect email message to get more attention even now. Even though email's been out a long time, people are still on their email every single day. Now, example of some free membership sites here, you could, for a real estate professional, providing your clients training on how to prepare your house for a showing. You may provide this as a free thing because you want to get more houses and that's your main source of income. So this could just be a value-added situation. Financial planners, if you are giving access to recorded presentations to groups, because a lot of financial planners that will meet with, say, 10 people, you could record that and provide it in a membership area too. And also provide industry white papers for either your clients, or where it really gets interesting is when you're actually, as a financial planner or any really professional business, providing information for what you would consider your competitors, but they become your customers because they're wanting to learn from you, and they'll pay for that. And then web designers, and this is my background, if you have a client area that has training on how their customers can update their site, it's always an added value. So if you use WordPress as a web designer and you want to train your customers how they can update their own site, what is a good way to provide that is through a membership site. So that's something you could provide for free for your customers. And then again, IT consultants, if they are providing weekly training to help their current clients, maybe this content could, if you have a big agency that has a bunch of different people using systems or your computer systems, they can log in, watch some training if they have a question, and it could save you time down the road. And then paid membership sites, these are where the real value comes in for your business. If you can come up with a continuity system that people will pay for and they're excited to pay for, then you can really supplement any type of losses within your business, or if you're growing at a steady rate, you can make sure that your income grows at a monthly rate as opposed to maybe a quarterly rate, where you may make one big sale a quarter, but it's hard to plan. So this is a good way to build in systems into your business, and provide high value content, and it can be a finished set of content or a monthly content or both. Find the best models are ones that you have a finished set of core information that your users want, and then if you're adding content at a consistent rate, you don't want to overwhelm people, but if you're adding new and updated content, say once a month, um, a lot of people will get good value out of that, and you can charge for that. And one of the, I guess, cons and what you're going to experience is cancellation and refunds. That happens with membership sites, but you can supplement or replace those with your current business model. If you're actually selling a service, you can upsell from that service into your continuity system. Now, some example paid membership sites are real estate. Here's for a real estate professional providing monthly training for other real estate pros. And that may seem counterintuitive, but especially if, say, you're in a regional-based business like real estate, you're not necessarily going to be out of your region, or your city or your state. If you capture your expertise, if you've been in the game a long time and know a lot about it, you can capture that through some of the techniques we're going to look at and provide that for people in other territories. So you may build a membership site, and there's a chance your competitors may find it and use it, but here's the thing. Would you rather have a 1,000 member website paying $299 a month for your information, and with the risk that your competitors may learn some of that information, or would you rather not have that? So there's a lot more pros to providing that information, not necessarily being too terribly upset about your competitors finding that, than not having it at all. And then we've talked about these examples, but financial planners access to recording these presentations to groups about your services, and you'll have to probably go in a little more in depth to that if you want to charge for it, but there's very creative ways that you can capture information and include that for really any industry. So basically, if you have an expertise, you can capture it and put it into a continuity system like this. So here's an example of a model for a real estate business. We won't go too in-depth in this. In fact, these are in the downloadable area, so keep that in mind. If you are in real estate, you can go download that and take a look at this. But you could, these are two different models, the ones for customers and ones for real estate agents in other regions. It's just an idea of how you can branch out your content, and the content you provide, and the kind of content you can provide. So go download that. You may want to examine it a bit more. But again, we're looking at two different types of continuity systems. One's for customers, and more than likely that's going to be a free system just because you're looking to obviously get people into your system to sell their homes, or lease them. And then if it's a program for other realtors, you obviously are going to want to charge a premium, because this is very high valuable information for them and will help them in their business. Same with a web designer here. If you're providing content for clients, here's some examples of some of the content you can provide for them. And if it's just for designers, it may just be, or for other designers, you may be helping them learn how to find new clients if you have good experience with that, and how to keep new clients happy, and then training on how to develop more websites, different things like that. And then obviously if you're doing events or webinars or anything like that, you can capture those and include those in your website. So basically, as the 4-hour work week puts it here, if you have expertise, you can capture it, you can monetize it into a continuity or a membership system. And if you haven't read that book, that's an extremely good book. Tim Ferriss actually covers a lot of different types of systems like this in his book. He calls them muses. This is a very effective method for building a system that can run on its own once it's all set up. It is a bit of work to set up in the front end. That's what this course is, to help you set that system up and execute it so that you can step back and take a breather, and maybe even take a vacation that you've been putting off for years and years, and actually not have to stress out about necessarily having client work as opposed to just having people in a system that they're paying you monthly for. So next we're going to go into different payment methods and different systems you can use to actually bring in money into your business on a monthly, quarterly, or annually basis.